Welcome back to Blister. I'm Mr. Drummond. You remember the early days of full motion video when the Sega CD was hot and Panasonic's 3DO machine was considered the future of interactive entertainment? Of course you don't. But within this dark era, one game stood out, a game called Night Trap. The game utilized full motion video and the action was straight out of an 80s slasher flick. But the best part? Well, it was voice work from Different Strokes' Kimberly Drummond. Let's get reloaded with Night Trap.
Back in the early 90s, someone came up with the idea to combine video game action with full motion video and live actors. Somebody also came up with the idea for this game to star Different Strokes actress Dana Plato.
You with me, Control? We're going in.
Somebody was a genius. Let's take a look back at Night Trap. Sing it, ladies. Taking a page out of my depraved fantasies, 5 lovely teenage girls were invited to the lakeside house of the Martin family for a sleepover, some dancing, and a bit of air guitar. What the girls didn't know was that the Martin family were, blah, vampires, and traps had been set throughout the house to, night trap the girls, if you know what I mean. However, a scat team, in no way similar to a SWAT team, had the Martins under surveillance, and you, the player, were a key member of this team. By hacking into the Martin security, you tried not only to protect the girls, but capture the bloodthirsty augurs wandering through the house unchecked. Look out, ladies! Those augurs mean business. By watching the security cams and keeping up with the color security codes, it was possible to trap the augurs with some creative Scooby-Dooish traps and lots of dry ice. But with the action happening simultaneously in Night Trap, it was most unwise to focus too much on the storyline or one room. If you did that too much, well, you'd miss something critical and that's all she wrote. Plus, you'd get a nasty lecture from the head of the scat team. Night Trap is nowhere near the end of civilization as it was portrayed to be. It's actually rather comical. Now, if you can get your hands on a copy of Night Trap, well, give it a whirl. But remember, watch out for those augurs. Blah.
Why, oh why has there not been a Night Trap sequel? Anybody? You know, maybe we can get one of the Full House ladies to voice the characters, or maybe someone from out of the class. Don't steal my idea. All right, look, let's just keep this one brief. Fighting, bikinis, yeah, and volleyball. Outlaw volleyball. Spike or die. Can we say Spike without being sued? Spike? We can now? Spike, 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 Spike. Spike.
Unlike most sports, volleyball can be played in 2 forms. 6-man indoor volleyball and 2-man beach volleyball. Both have their merits, but the beach, well... Beach volleyball is an increasingly popular sport, evident by the huge number of sponsors just dying to slap their name on a tournament, namely Xbox. And as we all know, no game is a true sport until they make a video game about it. And at the 2003 AVP tournament at Mission Bay in San Diego, that's exactly what we got with Outlaw Volleyball.
Outlaw Volleyball is essentially all the hot stuff from volleyball with a real game, a real volleyball, unlike some of those other games that may have already come out. The idea is what we really want to do is get the fun of Virtua Tennis, get the sexiness and the attitude that we had in golf, and put them together in a beach setting. More characters, skimpier bathing suits, and better fighting.
Finally, somebody understands the core elements of real beach volleyball, bathing suits and fighting.
Let's say your momentum's going because you're sucking and you want your buddy's doing better, you can fight. And there's an actual 2D fighter in the game, and everybody has a special move.
That's not the special move I was really thinking about.
Some of the favorites from golf comebacks, such as Summer, everybody's favorite stripper/PhD student.
Yes!
There's some other very attractive new ladies. Donna Maroney from Queens. She's quite a classy girl, you know, and she wears these, like, very conservative, good outfits.
And with the important stuff aside, the volleyball gameplay takes bumps, sets, and spikes to a whole new level.
But one thing we really want to get across is in 2-person beach volleyball is you have the ability to do, for example, steer your bump sets and spikes so you can actually set your partner up. Because there are some exaggerated moves. There are super spikes and super serves. You have choice, for example, as to whether to control both players. There are aimers, whether you need it to sort of when you're starting or not, for a more realistic experience or an easier experience. In addition, there's a tour mode. The characters have attributes that you can improve, and you improve them in the drills, and then you play through the tour events to unlock new characters, outfits, courts, and stuff like that.
When you enter the ring, so to speak, you'll be playing on a variety of courts around the world where the different conditions will subtly affect your game. For example, hard-packed sand will let you jump higher than soft, deep sand. Wind conditions will affect the path of the ball as well. For a sports game to be truly successful, the physics have to be right on, and the developers of Outlaw Volleyball went out of their way to make sure that the characters, like Summer, moved in all the right ways. And for this, they did a little motion capture with Roddy Ozanova.
I did an audition in LA, and they picked me, and we shot the video on the beach. It was a lot of fun. Me and us, the other character in the band that I'm sure you're gonna probably see pretty soon, the music video. And then from there, start everything. That's my first work that they take me out with the video game.
Excelsior! Outlaw Volleyball is also rigged for Xbox Live for those days when you've kicked all of your friends' asses and need a little cross-country competition. To top things off, the soundtrack is boosted by songs from the rock band Diffuser.
Outlaw Volleyball. It's a game that I can get behind again and again and again and again and again. Okay, anyway, to my dozens of fans, I want to know what you think about Outlaw Volleyball or anything else for that matter. So log on to our message boards at g4tv.com/blister and let me know. And maybe, just maybe, I will respond. Or not. All right, that's all the time we got for this edition of Blister. I'm Bill Sindelar. We'll see you next time. Now get on out of here. Bye. Bye. Yeah, get on out. Get on out. Demons Run Wild in Otogi. Then we'll hit, I said run wild. On the internet, somebody started a thread that's called, "What do you think of Bill?" And then I clicked on it, and it said, "Do you think Bill is a effing a-hole?" Or I think it may have gotten knocked off today, but I thought it was funny. I always wanted to go on a safari. I'd like to go to Egypt. Yeah, yeah. Oh, shizzle, my nigga.